You're a tile placement lover, Overboss. Hello everybody, my name is Tyler.
And my name is Ilya. Together we make up Coffee, a couple that loves games.
Exactly! If you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos.
This is our Check It Out series. It's where we showcase various board games to you on the weekly.
Yeah. This week, we're taking a look at Overboss. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Overboss is a 1 to 5 player game that takes 20 to 30 minutes to play. It's published by Brotherwise Games and designed by Mesburne and Russ. In Overboss, your goal is to create the most powerful map so that you can be the strongest boss out there. Now, let's take a quick look at how to play this game.
So you'll begin by setting up as always. Each player will take a player board, which you can play the classic game, which is 3x4 side, or a longer game, which is a 4x4.
Yeah.
Now you'll select the terrain you want to use. There's 5 basic terrains that come with the game, but there's also 5 advanced terrains. So you can mix them up, you can shuffle all the cards and deal them out and have it random, or choose what you want to play. You then create the powerful terrain, which will be tiles from each of the terrains, as well as the dungeon tiles. You'll then assemble the token bag, which will have the monster tokens and crystal tokens for each of the terrains, the 7 portals, and 6 mini bosses. You'll then draw 4 terrain tiles and then 4 tokens as well and place them side by side. And then you can begin playing this game. So the game continues until everyone's boards are full. And how it works is in 2 phases. You'll draft and then you'll place. So each turn you'll select a tile and a corresponding token with it and place it. Now, if you have a mini boss or a monster, they must be placed on an open terrain tile if it's available. If they're not available, you can always put them in your little storage area right here. Now, the only tiles that cannot have anything on them are the dungeon tiles. Once everybody's boards are full, it's now time for scoring. So the way that each tile and terrain type is scored is different. I'm not going to go into each of them in depth, but I'll leave you a little shot right here, which you can take a look at how scoring works for each of them. You'll then score mini bosses and crystals as well if you have any of them. You'll then score monsters. Depending if they're in a row, horizontally or vertically, you'll be able to get a certain amount of points. But if they're also on the same terrain type that the monster type is, you'll again point as well.
Once you've played through the game with basic tiles, you can add those advanced tiles in, but you can also have bosses. So each person will get a boss, and there's different ways to score extra points through those.
So you'll calculate all of those and see who indeed is the most powerful Overboss. So what did you think?
I really like this game. For some reason well, not for some reason, it's pretty obvious. It's very nostalgic. It's got that arcade feel to it. So being born in the 90s, this game reminds me a lot of the games that I was first introduced to as video games, and yeah, I just really enjoy the aesthetics of this game. Along with that, it's a tile placement game, and I really enjoy tile placement games. So yeah, it's really good. How about you?
For how simple it is, it has so much depth, because all you're really doing is collecting tiles and trying to place them on. But how strategically you place those tokens and where you place them on the map is really the game, and it makes it so interesting because I feel like every time we played it, we've had a very different experience. And then adding the advanced tiles, adding the boss monsters, you can just build that complexity. I also really enjoy, to Tyler's point, with all the different art style, each of the tiles is slightly different. So it's really fun to kind of take a look at them and figure out all the details and kind of get lost in this world you're building.
So why should you check it out?
Well, this is a game you can certainly throw at anybody. The whole rule is you're basically just taking tiles and then hoping that it works. And because it plays fairly quick as well, if someone messes up and have no idea how the tiles interact with what the bosses do, when scoring comes around, you'll see light bulbs clicking and then you can jump into it again. So you won't feel bad if you lose because they're 15-20 minute games.
Yep. And then to that point, if you're introducing it to somebody, you can make it more and more difficult as you go on because of those advanced tokens or advanced tiles and the bosses that they introduce. So it's a nice progression that this game has set up, and for that, kudos.
If you're searching for some nostalgia too, and this theme really appeals to you, this is definitely a game that might be worth checking out for you.
And of course, if you're a tile placement lover, Overboss.
That's us. So why shouldn't you check it out?
Well, I think if you're not a tile placement lover, not the type of game for you. And then to that point, if you're a tile placement lover that likes heavier tile placement games, this one isn't a heavy game, so you won't get that feeling. And if that's not for you, then I wouldn't recommend it.
There is a small element of luck here as well, although you do have 4 choices of tiles, and there's also some conditions that allow you to move things throughout. At the end of the day, you do only have 4 choices, and if you're planning for certain things to happen, they just may not happen. So you really have to be adaptable, and if being adaptable is not your jam, then maybe Overboss is not for you. So overall, we absolutely adore this game. It also has a pretty fun campaign solo mode, which is super neat.
Yeah.
Definitely should check it out.
Talk about nostalgia with that one, because it definitely makes you feel like you're playing a Mario platformer type game almost. And I love that.
And Game Trays actually did the insert for it, so everything fits absolutely wonderful. And it's always nice when everything you just take those tiles out, place them on a board, and you're done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I really enjoyed this game, both solo and with players. Obviously, I'm looking forward to playing it with more players, because with 2 people, you don't get as much tile reveal as you would with more. So I think that'll add a little bit, it'll mitigate against the randomness that we had mentioned, and why not checking it out.
Tyler also did not know before this that there's a 4x4 side, because we haven't played on it.
Yes.
So we're very excited to play on that side too, because it's just a little bit of a longer, heavier experience potentially. So
Exactly.
well, our question of the day: if you were a platform hero back in the video arcade style games, what would you be? And you can be creative, make it up.
Oh, I'm not gonna make mine up. I would be like Sonic or Mario. I know it's probably like exactly what you would expect for an answer, but those games, amazing. I had so much fun playing them. So much fun. I would still have fun playing them. So.
I think I would be Donkey Kong, because it's really fun to just throw those barrels. And like, you know, in like those platformers, he did it like, there's a very rhythm to it. He like pick one up and throw it, and you can time everything. I would never follow the rhythm. I'd just be like, here's 10 barrels, go. So it'd be fun. Nobody would ever beat me, because I'll just roll all of them consecutively, so you can't even jump over them.
Guess we'll see.
Well, thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, if you like this video, feel free to give us that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and that bell notification in case you want to watch more of our videos. But until then, we really appreciate you sticking around, and we really appreciate the support that all you folks have been giving us.
Thank you.
We will see you in the next one, though.
Thanks for checking us out. Bye.
Bye.